Yo, man, it's a beautiful day out here. Check this out. Check out this water, man. Check out this water. Check out the sun glistening on the water, man. It's fire. Look at that. Sun is out today. There's less fog today. All seeing eye, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Look at that, man. Woo-wee. We are lit. Nature is lit. All right, let's get it, man. We gotta get to the steps. Get to the steps. Get to the walking, man. Get to the steps, man. Morning. Call me Jay, what up? Patrick, Dave, what up? Put a Q in the chat. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, man. Oh, yeah, we gotta come up there. Wolf, what up? Chris, what up? Beliefs on thoughts and manifestations. What do you like? Give me something more specific though. What are my beliefs on thoughts and manifestations? In reference to what? Morning. Morning. Yeah, man. Look at that water, man. That shit is. Ooh. Like how your thoughts can potentially create the life you want. Um, well, I'm a firm believer that your thoughts dictate your reality. That's why everything, like mostly everything that we talk about as far as game, is about mindset. So whatever your mind is doing, that's ultimately how you see the world, and how you see the world is ultimately your reality. So there's a I'm sure you guys heard of this book. It's called Think and Grow Rich, where the basic message of that book, even though there's a lot of other great messages in the book, but a basic message of that book is you become what you think about. You become what you think about. So you have to make a conscious choice to think in line with what you truly want. A lot of us, we think we want certain things, but the reason why we can't get there is because our mind is in a certain place. And like the other day, somebody called. No, I think it was somebody on either here or on Instagram, and they were saying how they're 25 and they feel like they wasted their life, and they're trying to, they feel like they're steps behind and all this. And I was saying, like, you wrote those words. You're focused on the fact that you think you're behind. You're focused on the fact that you think you wasted time. Good morning. You're focused on all these negative things. Why not just focus on the fact that the time is now, and from this point on, start to make progress, start to figure out your plan, start to do the work that you need to do to get to where you need to get. What's the point of focusing on the fact that you think you're behind? Because that's what he said too. He said he feels like. So he's thinking and he's feeling. So he's allowing his thoughts to affect his emotions. And so he wrote those words. And my thing is, thoughts become words in action. So you have to choose the words you want and to choose the thoughts. Good morning. You have to choose the thoughts that you really want. You have to choose the thoughts that coincide with the life that you really want. So if you want to live a life of being behind and wasting your life, then those are the thoughts and words and then ultimate actions that are going to happen. But if you want to focus on progress, then you got to think about progress and good morning. And you have to speak words of progress, and then you have to take action in line with progress. If y'all go to my Instagram story, I just put a passage from the book I'm reading, and it talks about something called mental demand, right? When you are in full control of your mind, meaning your thoughts. When you're in control of your thoughts, you can make demands on your own mind. So that ultimately means, y'all could go read the passages. I put 2 passages in my story. But it is ultimately saying that you have to be responsible and control of, good morning. You have to be responsible and in control of what your mind does. You understand? In order for you to put all your efforts to creating whatever you want to create. So it's very important, and that's why we always talk about responsibility. That's why we always talk about, especially manhood and being responsible for everything that happens in your life. It's not about taking the blame away from women or taking the blame away from anyone else. It's about putting the power in your hands, and it starts with your mind. So if you trying to live a victim mindset where you're blaming everybody else, then you're ultimately putting the power to change your life and to manifest your life in the hands of everyone else. Good morning. But it's only until you, good morning. It's only until you put that power back into your hands, and you put yourself in control of your mind, will you be able to manifest what you truly want. Good morning. Good morning. So that's all about. ZJ, this is the Discord, bro. What are you talking about? Put a question in the chat, guys, so we can talk about stuff. I don't really be having topics for these walks. I mean, sometimes I do, depending on what's going on, but not all the time. So y'all gotta give me questions, or y'all could just look at the scenery, I guess. You talking about the app? What app? What app are you talking about? Is there an app called Discord? I don't know what that is. I don't know about an app called Discord. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, I guess I'm an old head that don't know. I am gonna be on after I get off of this. I'm gonna go over to Instagram Live, so y'all can catch me over there. But other than that, I don't know what you're talking about. Ari Reyes, what's up? He says I always thought he was talking about Discord too. Never mind, I was gonna call in. Great day for a nature stroll. No. When I say Discord, I just mean the process of, talking to people in the chat and all that type of shit. I just meant in a general sense. I wasn't being specific to any platform or anything like that. It's just that people love to call shit like this Discord, so I just adopted the name. But to me, it's just a YouTube live, and then I'll go over to Instagram and do an Instagram live, and that's it. So forgive me if I was confusing. Oh yeah. Great day for a nature stroll. All right, I'll give it another couple minutes, guys. And if there's no questions, I'll just cross over to Instagram and see what's going on over there. Morning. My man got the pontoon. Did anybody catch the live with Lucario and myself last night? That was a dope live, man. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's seeking arrangements. That's how it works. Good morning. How you doing? Yeah, a lot of that's what a lot of chicks are looking for in seeking arrangements. But I don't pay attention to that. If they come off like that, I'll leave them alone. If they come off like that, I just leave them alone. I mean, it's not all of them. I mean, women is women, bro. So it's like they could be on there seeking one thing, but if they meet you and they like you or whatever, or if the chemistry is good between you and a woman, it is what it is. But um, I don't pay attention to, like, if a woman is not talking what I'm talking, then I just keep it moving. It is what it is. I don't worry about it. I don't worry about what the women are looking for. Once again, we don't worry about what chicks are talking about. We stay focused on what we want. That's how it works. So whatever they looking for is whatever they looking for. I couldn't care less. Uh, Jay says, what would you say is the best way to improve your masculine identity vocabulary to avoid feminine words? Good morning. Just find women that feels you in your program. Exactly. What's the best way to improve your masculine identity vocabulary to avoid feminine words? Um, Good morning. I guess the first thing I'll say is get on that masculine identity membership, because I already gave you there's a video on there that talks about five traits or five ideas or five things that are feminine that a lot of people don't realize are feminine. Five major things. You know, I think I talk about motivation, I talk about complaining, trust, and a couple other things. But get on the masculine identity membership, man. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, other than that, you know, listen to speeches from masculine men. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about vocabulary. Like I don't know if vocabulary is necessarily the issue, because words are words. It's the way you use the words. And you use the words based on the mindset that you have and how you choose to express yourself. So I don't know if you're saying something about feminine vocabulary. I don't know if that's a real thing, because we men and women have to use words to communicate. You understand? But I don't know if it's about the words or if it's about the context and the expression behind the words that's masculine or feminine. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, motivation is not necessarily a feminine word. However, I think and I believe that it's a feminine idea. You get what I'm saying? When you break it all the way down. But the word motivation itself may not necessarily be a feminine word. It's about the way you use the word. It's about the context. So I think it has more to. So I think in order for you to reduce feminine, you have to think about reducing feminine expression and reducing feminine ideals. Not about the words. Words are words. You use them any way you want to. Good morning. You see what I'm saying? So avoid words like feel, etc. There's nothing wrong with the word feel. You're human. There's nothing wrong with feeling things. Again, guy, and one of y'all said this the other day about, oh, just, you got to be numb. You got to be numb to this and show no emotion. And it's like, no, guys, that's not what we're saying. That is not what we're saying at all. A lot of you dudes love to, like a lot of guys end up like misconstruing what we're saying. Being masculine and being masculine and embracing manhood is not about being numb, and it's not about being emotionless, and it's not about not understanding your feelings. Actually, it's the opposite. It's about having a full understanding of your feelings, and you do that by knowing yourself. You do that by understanding your identity, your masculine identity. So when you have an understanding of who you are, and you have an understanding of your perspective, then you have an understanding of how to process and understand your emotions. When you have an understanding of your emotions, that's when you're able to process and know what to do with your emotions. You see what I'm saying? So for example, if you're a person who, maybe you're a bodybuilder, or maybe you are an athlete, and something happened in your life to make you angry, you know that when you feel certain emotions, it gives you a certain level of energy. So you be the type to say, well, you know what? I'm feeling kind of angry right now, and I'm gonna give myself a minute to calm down, process how I'm feeling. But then I'm gonna take the energy from that emotion. You understand? The energy from the emotion, not the emotion itself, but the energy from the emotion. And I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna lift some weights. I'm gonna run some laps. I'm gonna do some reps. I'm gonna get my conditioning on. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna process that energy. You understand what I'm saying? So, or if you let's just say you're an internet marketer, you like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna use that energy from this anger that I'm feeling, and I'm gonna focus it, and I'm gonna do some marketing. I'm gonna post some posts. I'm gonna write a tweet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna laser focus this energy that I'm feeling. You understand? And I'm gonna use it to my advantage. So when you have an understanding of yourself and what even your advantage is, when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna use this to my advantage," well, what is your vantage point? Your vantage point and your advantage, the idea of your advantage, has everything to do with who you are and what you consider to be important to you and what you're passionate about. So even when you say, I'm gonna use something to my advantage, you still have to understand who you are. So it's the same thing with emotions and feelings and shit like that. It's not about acting like you're not feeling things. It's about understanding and taking the time to make the best decision in the midst of emotions, because you're human. You're human. You understand? You're still human. You're still a flawed creature in this world. You understand? So, and you can't escape that reality. You are a human being. You are a flawed creature. That's just how it is. But right after that, you're a man. And men, we have to be strategic in how we move. We have to be. If we're not, we endanger ourselves and everyone around us. You understand? So so you have to know how to understand yourself, understand the emotions that you're feeling, and then know how to process it. You understand? So it's not about avoiding anything. Like, you see, we talk about avoiding this and avoiding that. If we're not careful, when we try to avoid stuff, when we try to be emotionless and numb to things, we're doing that because we're afraid of it. It's like when niggas say, get on your purpose. And, yo, just make money, bro. And just get on your purpose and leave these girls alone. The only reason why niggas say that is because they scared to talk to girls. Not because they really want to be on their fucking purpose. They just scared to put their ego on the line or whatever it is. You understand? They're scared to get hurt. They're scared to be disappointed. So they're like, yo, just focus on your purpose, bro. Leave these girls alone. And it's like, stop being a pussy. Face your emotions. Embrace issues. Embrace your problems. And understand who you are and understand. Because here's a beautiful part about issues and problems. They give you an opportunity to understand more about who you are and how you process things and how you see things. You understand? They give you a lot of lessons, and they give you a lot of insight, and they give you a lot of time. Like, they give you reasons to reflect. They give you reasons to look inside yourself. And when you look inside yourself, that's when you really find out different things about who you are. And that's why we shouldn't run away from our problems. That's why we shouldn't be numb to our emotions. We should face them. But the thing is, you can't be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a fucking bitch. You got to figure out how to be productive. You got to figure out how to be constructive. You got to figure out how to face your fears and your emotions and your issues head on and conquer them. Just like how you got to conquer and struggle with everything else in life. You understand? So you can't run away from shit. You can't be emotionless. You gotta deal with emotion. You have to deal with it. You understand? And you have to take responsibility for your emotions. And if you get emotional and then you do something, guess what? You gotta take responsibility for that too. You can't just be like, oh, well, I was feeling angry, that's why I did that. Nope. You gotta deal with your fucking emotions, and you gotta deal with the consequences of your actions. So that's why understanding who you are and understanding how to process your emotions based on who you are is so important. Because at the end of the day, as a man, you still have to make the best decision for yourself and everybody around you. And once you fail to do that, you endanger yourself and everyone around you. Warrior says, what is the importance to love yourself and how to not care about other people's actions against you? Keep your emotions in check where they don't rule your life. Well, loving yourself is the baseline of everything, bro. That's a whole nother long ass conversation. But these type of questions y'all asking, man, if y'all go look at the masculine identity membership, a lot of them questions will be answered. I'm telling you. And there's also free email coaching on the masculine identity membership. So if you watch the video and you have extra questions, you can always email me. So, but I'm gonna switch over to Instagram Live now. But I appreciate you guys for the questions y'all asked and hanging out with me this morning on the YouTube Live. Y'all have a good day, and I appreciate you, man. All right, y'all have a good day, and I appreciate y'all. Be good to yourselves, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.